Reject Nation, on February 22nd, Real Rejects is hosting a panel at Multicon at the Preserve in LA, with all proceeds going to victims of the recent LA wildfires. We'll have special guests, and Coy and I will be hosting additional panels. Plus, we'll be hanging out all day, so come say hi and support a cause we all deeply care about. Tickets in the description box and pinned comment. Hope to see you there.
This video is brought to you by Acorns and Liquid IV. More on them in just a bit.
Citizens of the Reject Nation, we are back again. Maybe this releases before our other one, maybe after, but either way, the first time or second time you're seeing us in 16 months since we were on movie probation, we are here to watch Late Night with the Devil. How are you, Roxy?
What did Greg say to us today? He was like, I have all the faith
not
in the
worried
world.
at all.
I wasn't concerned. No
I haven't
part of
even
me.
watched the footage. 16-month probation, Greg. We know. He's like, I just didn't know what movie to have you watch.
Yeah, it took me 16 months to think, what would Roxy and Coy
Suddenly
like?
there's two movies.
We like everything.
We like most everything. And like the instigators, come on, Apple TV, let's do a Boston show.
Come on.
But today, we're doing Late Night with the Devil because both of us love the homie, David Dastmalchian. Very excited to see this. She has been doing lots of horror. I am not a horror person, so we're at a disadvantage there. I'm very curious how this goes.
Ooh, you get spooked easy?
I get uncomfortable easy, and it stays in my bones.
You get uncomfortable easy?
I'm a like fight or flight guy, so like I stay agitated, so I don't like the feeling of wanting to punch everybody.
Ooh.
Like it's like my defense.
I might need to get my purge pillow ready.
I get fighty.
It's so much more fun when you suck at this.
Yeah, no, I'm fighty. I'm really unprepared for the fightiness I'm going to feel. But we've not seen this, obviously. Very much curious because we've heard a lot about it. Please leave a comment below. Let us know what you think of this movie. Let us know what you think of this reaction experience journey you're about to go on. Hit that like so we know you liked it. Also, let us know in the comments below anything you'd like specifically us two to watch while we're on a run.
Yeah.
2 for 2. Let Greg know by letting us know what we should dive into next. We've seen a lot of stuff, but I'd say there are probably some blind spots.
We have holes.
We must.
It's
how you stay alive.
I have many holes.
I was wondering if you had done that on purpose.
I didn't, and then it's
there.
just came out.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop it.
It's when that I can't think of a better place to start. Let's watch this movie in 3, 2. She's got holes.
America, the 1970s.
The energy crisis is real.
Television documents the chaos.
And so it is done.
Where do you think they got all this footage?
April 4th.
I mean, I was thinking that's just this week in 2024.
The first episode of UBC's Night Owls goes to air.
David?
Yeah.
Hopes for a late night hit are riding on the shoulders of the host.
Look at the
On
size of the
Chicago
screen.
Radio.
Oh yeah,
That
you're right.
aspect ratio.
It's in TV format.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Jack Delroy, and thank you for allowing me into your living rooms for the first of what I hope will be many, many shows.
I like the choice of 4x3. That's cool.
I'd like to thank everyone who helped bring this dream to life, especially my dear mom and dad back in Berwyn, Illinois, who I know are sitting in front of their TV set watching The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
He does look like a talk show host. here.
Now that he is one, I
This
totally see
entertaining
it.
mix of interviews, music, and sketch comedy. Night Owls with Jack Delroy captures the hearts and minds of midnight America.
I'm so immediately in.
It's giving Joker vibes.
But just that section.
Yeah.
This is an Amazonian bird-eating spider.
Looks like your furry little friend might have gotten a better offer.
Don't panic, I got it, Jack. I got it. Excuse me, sir.
Oh my God.
5 nights a week, Jack helps an anxious nation forget its troubles.
That is funny, Jack.
5-year deal with UBC
Spider
owner
bites.
Walker Bedford.
Cute.
Oh, UBC.
He's selling stuff. QVC.
By Jack's side through everything is his wife, the beloved stage actress, Madeline Piper.
Do you recognize her?
They are considered one of showbiz's happiest and most enduring couples. Madeline is his muse and his confidant.
Love this exposition choice. The VH1, like.
Whoever's voice that is killing it.
Yeah.
Jack's association with The Grove, a men-only club located in the redwoods of California. Established in the 1800s and counting among its members politicians, entertainers, and captains of industry, The Grove has long portrayed itself as a harmless summer camp for the rich and powerful.
Oh.
But speculation swirls around its taste for arcane ceremony and its power to make and break careers.
OVO.
4 seasons on, and ratings still fail to match Carson.
You ever been pied in the face?
It's not pleasant. Tasty, but unpleasant.
Jack's reputation as perennial also ran. Starts
Lucas
to bite.
Kettner art. That's the artist that does David's comic.
Jack's world is turned upside down when Madeline is diagnosed with terminal lung cancer.
I should have seen him blush when he came backstage and was confronted with all those glorious naked bodies.
Isn't she something, ladies and gentlemen?
It is the highest rating episode in Night Owl's history, but still falls a point short of Carson.
The voice was an interesting choice. Mm-hmm. It was lung cancer.
But immediately, like, we love her.
2 weeks later,
And him for it.
Madeline is dead.
Don't love her too much, Coy.
That's what they want. They want us to hurt.
He flees New York, his location unknown. Just 1 month later, UBC announces his return.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jack Delroy.
You better be on your feet. People.
Yeah, the man's been through a lot.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Correct.
get up, you slow
Yeah.
elderly people.
Sorry, that took a second, but faster.
Jack and his longtime producer, Leo Fisk, go out of their way to court controversy in a bid to improve audience share.
Jerry Springer era.
Ratings are in free fall. Sponsors are nervous. Jack's contract is set to expire. A desperate Jack plans an episode he hopes will turn his fortunes around.
Let's get the audience in, guys.
This feels real.
Yeah.
What you are about to see is the recently discovered master tape of what went to air
Cool.
that night, as well
Genius.
as previously unreleased behind-the-scenes footage.
This feels like a ride.
It is the live TV event that shocked a nation. Late night with the devil.
What an incredible
I
opening.
feel like we're about to drop on Tower Terror.
We are with David. That was genius. I loved that open.
Live from UBC Studios in New York City in Night Owls with Jack Delroy. Joining us on our spooky Halloween special,
Christu.
Now, here's Mr. Midnight, Jack Delroy.
Okay, Halloween episode.
Oh, boy.
Jack, where you at, babe? BB, where you at?
Full costume or something? Oh, there we go.
Jack, you're on. Leo, he's not Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Leo, he's not hammered, is he?
I mean, could also be.
What do you got there, Gus? A theremin, Jack. A musical instrument.
That's not music, Gus. That is actually the sound you get when you're tuning your car radio searching for music.
Guy nodding behind.
Anybody go to the Yankees parade?
Go Sox.
Reggie Jackson fans in here. Knew she was. That Cosmo magazine has approached Reggie to be their very own Mr. October.
Whoa.
David's diction with the monologue is fantastic for this role.
The president said that he'd offered Billy a chance to head either the FBI or the CIA. Billy said he refused to head any agency that he couldn't spell.
But
I get that joke.
Oh, thanks.
And I'm very excited for you to see it all unfold before your very eyes. I really hope you love it. It's Sweeps Week.
Oh, Sweeps Week. I miss Sweeps Week.
Remember TV.
We all know how important it is to keep our sponsors and affiliates happy, but in my humble opinion, there is only one person who really matters is whole darn crazy business.
Coy.
Well, thank you, Jack.
And that is you.
Yes, I was right.
He says you.
It was me.
You have stood by me through thick and thin, especially the bad. It was your support that brought me back into this very studio a year ago when I could have easily thrown in the towel, when many suggested that I should.
It's a little Midwest twang.
Mm-hmm. Subtle.
Illinois.
Our first guest tonight is a shining light in this movement. Some call him a medium. Some have even called him a miracle worker.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the mysterious, the mononymous Christu.
All Hallows Eve is a time to break open the doors to the underworld. It's the last chance for the spirits of the recently deceased to attend to any unfinished business. Ooh.
I love when they switch cameras like that.
You hear these voices of the dead all the time.
The energy is ever present, see? Think of my mind like the ham radio, picking up frequencies in the airwaves.
I think it is time that we fire up those frequencies. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
The letter P. I'm hearing the name Peterson.
You up there? Yeah, you can stand up back there. Thank you.
This is fun.
Hi, Mr. Peterson.
Peterman.
No, my wife's maiden name was Peterman.
Yes, that is it, Peterman.
Oh my God.
She's in the room with us.
I can't help it. Crock of.
She is?
Your wife has crossed over, see?
You could say that. She ran off with my neighbor 5 years ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Now I'm hearing the name Elizabeth.
No, her name was Helen.
There was no Beth or Betty?
Correct.
There was a Betty.
No, you're correct. There was no Beth or Betty.
A name starting with B.
Oh, my name's Barry.
That's not it.
No, it has been for 42 years.
Oh my God, he's a comedian.
Is he a plant?
Yeah.
He's great.
Spirit is past. I'm sorry. Sometimes the signal gets scrambled. Studio lights, cameras. I am only a messenger.
Looks like you went on a shopping spree with Gus down at Barney's Discount Costume Warehouse, huh? Got quite a steal on that, huh?
Oh no, someone creepy behind there.
I'm receiving something. I'm getting a...
Chris too, come on.
Oh, yes.
He's gonna summon the devil.
Good evening, ladies.
The gigglies.
Who is Edward?
Edmund was my little brother.
Nothing bad happened to Edmund. Edmund, life.
5 years ago.
It feels like only yesterday.
I would say 5 years is recent.
For that.
Eddie wants you to know that he is at peace now. Now I'm hearing the word Papa.
He had a teddy named Papa. Can you please tell him that Papa was safe?
He already knows.
I thought they're gonna keep him as a scam longer. Interesting.
Bless you. Bless you all.
Wow!
He didn't even check their Instagram.
Thank you, Christu. Wow.
That was interesting.
I thought it was gonna build to the occult, like the episode and then the devil, but like I'm interested.
We're gonna have to take a quick break, folks. When we come back, though, one of the old friends of
Oh no.
Christu.
Something very intense here.
The accent dropped.
Yeah.
No, this is...
Maybe the person speaking through him.
Oh, maybe.
Does anyone here know a Minnie? Please accept.
Does this name mean anything to anyone in the studio? No?
Had a great Aunt Molly.
It's Minnie! Please, who will accept?
It's David. If David, you need to accept.
I see a wedding ring. An unmarried man with a wedding ring. The spirit needs to talk to you. Who are you?
How'd they do that?
It's okay, folks. It's just our old car cans acting up.
He's still got the wedding ring on.
She's gone. She's gone.
Leo, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back after these messages.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I trust that skeleton.
I certainly don't.
Mr. Crystal, you look like you might need a bourbon.
Just some water, please.
In this place? I'll see what I can do. Oh, some water for Mr. Crystal. You happy to stay with us a little longer?
Black and white's interesting here.
I really should. That's the spirit. I can't wait to catch your act, by the way. You've got some blood under your nose. Jack, mind if we... Thank you. Jesus Christ.
The what's real and what's not is so fun.
The charlatan really went all out there.
Oh boy, that bit with the lights was your idea, wasn't it?
If you liked it, yeah, I'll take full credit. What'd you think about our friend Barry?
Oh, Barry was a plant.
Don't look now. The Cavendish's new vice president of marketing and his wife are sitting in the front row with the head of airtime. You're looking directly at them. I don't understand that.
Oh my God. I do that too. I can't help it.
Oh, I don't have time to play kiss ass right now. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm trying to host a nationally syndicated talk show.
And I'm trying to help you keep it on the air.
How's my hair? Look good?
All right. You look great.
Good. Bats in the cave?
You look all clear.
I wonder if all the commercial breaks are gonna be black and white.
Yeah. Or what is going to be black and white.
Is this necessary?
You got a little bit of sweat going on, honey.
Please, stop.
Oh.
Fine. Suit yourself.
Maybe we don't grab her.
Fear not, friends. Your humble sidekick has returned.
Stand by, everyone.
Too kind.
Haig's on next. Pay him no mind. He's all wax, no wick, okay?
All wax, no wick is a great expression.
Spooky. I wonder why they're keeping him on.
Yeah, I'm curious. Maybe the interview now after the show, like a musician.
Folks, for those of you just tuning in, Mr. Christu here wowed us before the break with a demonstration of his mediumistic powers.
Mediumistic.
Once known to us all as Carmichael the Conjurer, he hung up the wand several years ago to become one of the leading voices of the skeptics movement. Mr. Carmichael Haig.
I feel I'm a skeptic myself.
It was wonderful to be here, Jack. Mind
Move
if I
over.
smoke?
Please be my guest. Oh boy, that was good.
How are you gonna smoke it if you disappear it? Bring it down.
He still got it.
I could use a cigar. Let's go.
That's cool.
Come on.
It is cool.
Your group hypnosis routine was the first of its kind. Absolutely boggled my mind when I saw it. I mean, many regarded you as the best in the biz.
Group hypnosis.
Smoking inside is funny to me now.
Years, it seems you've turned your attention to something a little more, shall we say, philanthropic.
You mean IFSIP?
IFSIP, for those of you not in the know, is an acronym.
I'm not in the know, I guess.
The International Federation of Scientific Investigation into the Paranormal.
Yes, it is our mission to test these claims. Determine what is trickery and what may in fact be genuine psi phenomena. Oh, that's me about to embark on a little ghost hunt in Amityville.
Amityville Horror House?
What is the harm for those of us who just want to believe in something mysterious?
Jack, I'm the first to admit the world would be a more interesting place if people could divine water with a stick or talk to the dead. We offer a not insubstantial reward for anyone whose claims can be verified.
Hey, get a shot on this? Camera one, 100 grand.
That's a lot of money then.
And how many checks have you signed?
Yet to sacrifice a nickel, Jack.
Tonight might be the night, though, folks.
Good television.
I do not need this man's money.
Okay.
No, I imagine you don't.
I do.
Not when there are so many naive but well-meaning people prepared to hand over their hard-earned.
In the 90s and 2000s, this was a magician thing.
You drink the water? You okay?
I'm all right, thank you.
Wow.
Carr, explain to us Mr. Christou's readings then.
What I saw was Christou flopped no less than 5 times before he hit on the tenuous Peterson connection.
It was Peterman.
When Mr. Christou appeared to connect these two ladies with their deceased son, we all saw that.
And a broken clock is right twice a day. You no more have the power of divination than I resemble Burt Reynolds. You, sir, like me, are a liar and a fake. The difference being, I'm honest about it.
Oh! Okay.
I feel like he's gonna die.
Okay.
A flair for the theatrical doesn't go astray.
Christou, wait. I still have to ask you something, please.
Oh.
It's the other side.
Funny as it may seem, I actually believe that last reading
It was about me.
may have been meant for me.
Yep. Yep.
Minnie is the nickname for Madeline. An unmarried man wearing a wedding ring. I think you meant this.
And Madeline's death was hardly a secret. This is what I'm talking about.
I thought I would free him in some way.
What is that bubbling up sound?
$500,000 should be incentive enough? No?
Go to commercial. Go to a goddamn commercial.
Whoa.
Something's not right!
I need a doctor!
Get him to his dressing room now, and someone just clean up all this mess.
The Surgeon General strongly advises taking Pepto-Bismol.
Commercials in between, that's so good.
You're from out of town?
This was a gift from Charles Lawton, I'll have you know. You. Fetch the burgundy blazer from my portmanteau, will you?
He's such a
Screw
toad.
this guy.
That bit about Madeline and your secret nickname, very impressive. There are only 3 ways he could have known about that.
You think that I told him?
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Or his producer told him. Or he's possessed.
You must invite me along one of these days. I'd love to know if the rumors are true. The secret handshakes, the arcane ceremonies.
Especially the yeah. Knew it.
We're on in 5.
Oh my god.
4.
Oh, not my turn.
Disheveled.
I love the adrenaline of doing live TV and the way they're like using that to make the tension build.
I wonder how long we're gonna be here.
I think it's the whole episode.
Don't be alarmed, folks. He is receiving medical attention backstage as we speak. I certainly hope you're going to keep that check handy. The check.
Your breast pocket.
Silky as ever, Carr.
He got you, Jack.
I still hate him.
We may just see this check again before the night is through.
I very much doubt that.
Wait until you meet our next guests.
Giddy with excitement, Jack.
You should be. Conversations with the Devil by Dr. June Ross Mitchell hits shelves this week, and it is certain to challenge more than a few skeptics out there.
It's a good cover.
Wanted to share with you all a clip produced by June's Psi Research Center. Please be warned, anyone with young children in the room, what you're about to see is profoundly disturbing.
As opposed to what they saw
moments
previously.
ago. He's so good at Midwest charm, but still being like, I'm uncomfortable, but is he playing it? Is he actually afraid? Like,
a seemingly ordinary house on an ordinary street. Only this is the headquarters of the infamous First Church of Abraxas.
I command thee, come forth.
This is where my non-Christian self gets confused. What's Abraxas? No idea.
The church's founder and leader, the enigmatic Xander Diabo.
Abraxas shows us there is no good, no evil, no redemption.
Seems like a key word.
You make it sound very easy, Monsieur Diabo.
Make no mistake, the master demands sacrifice.
Abraxas.
But even more alarming are the stories of being bred for human. Diabo claims that anyone who witnesses these dreadful rituals will fall under the spell of the demon Abraxas.
Oh, no.
Diabo commands his followers to douse the premises in gasoline. A terrified 10-year-old girl is discovered. Was her survival part of Diabo's wicked master plan, or was she the lucky one?
That's why the book's called Lilly. Oh, wait, it wasn't.
It's called My Talk with the Devil.
Wait, but they said something about Lilly at the beginning.
Okay, it seems we've made contact.
Maybe that was her first book.
Who am I speaking to now?
Lilly.
Is this the demon known as
Oy vey.
That unnerving occult feel is so good in this.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
please welcome Dr. June Ross Mitchell and Lilly.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe she was a guest that was listed.
Yeah.
You did hear the name at some point.
I was like, I know.
Why do I know she's Lilly?
Whoa. Good to meet you.
I don't trust this child.
So good to see you again, June.
You too, Jack.
She doesn't trust you either.
I feel that.
So pleased that you could join us today.
Thank you, Mr. Delroy. I'm so glad you could join us too.
Now, Lilly, you don't have to look at the camera. You can actually talk directly to me.
The devil.
Have you ever watched my show before?
No, I'm normally in bed by now, but I know who you are, Mr. Delroy.
Oh, please. You can call me Jack.
June says you're very handsome, Jack.
Oh.
You're the man whose wife died of cancer. I know what it's like to lose people who are close to you. It's lonely at first, but you'll get through.
Oh, my gosh, Lilly. Wise beyond your years.
And you needn't worry about your TV show. I think you're going to be very famous soon.
Thank you for the reassurance. I was beginning to wonder, Gus. Me too.
You're welcome.
She's so good.
I don't trust this child.
I love her.
We're going to spend
Look who she's
time,
looking.
you know.
So good. Ah,
Oh my god.
it's so effective. The movie's been on just long enough that the fourth wall break really works. Oh,
She
man.
doesn't blink.
Because I'm so immersed in it
She
being a
does
show.
not blink, Coy.
I don't like it at all. Because I so believe it's a show I'm watching. I really hate that it's working.
Hey, Jack.
Don't I already look pretty, Jack?
Oh.
You're good.
Sure you do.
Hi, I'm Lilly.
Jack, we need to talk. Thank you.
Weird kid.
I really don't think it's a good idea, Jack. She's becoming more unpredictable.
See, unpredictable, that's a good thing. That's why we still do live TV. I mean, it's what's going to help sell your book.
This isn't about the book.
Now you don't think it's a good idea?
A little late.
Yesterday, she went into one of her fugue states and
So they're up.
Definitely.
she started saying your name. It was hard to make sense of it, but it was strange even for her.
You're not going to back out right now.
She's not getting cold feet, is she?
She's fine. She is fine.
Okay.
I'm handling it.
Hey, Jack.
His facade's crumbling in an interesting way, too. Like, we've liked him so much so far.
Quistu is dead. He had some kind of hemorrhage in the ambulance. The paramedics couldn't get it under control.
Jesus Christ.
That would freak me out if I had to go back on air.
Yeah, why would you say that live? I mean, I guess.
Wait till the
responsible
show's
too?
over, yeah.
Has the rundown changed? Staging saying something about a new bit in Seg 5, and I don't see it on my...
Look, I'm telling you, Steve, whatever it is, we're not seeing it on the monitor down here.
Hey, Phil.
He's missing the dagger. Does Lilly have it?
Oh, good catch.
Phil!
And there was a questionnaire you had to complete before coming in, you said?
Yeah, that's right. It was the same woman who came out and helped Mr. Christo when he...
Yes, I know.
Jim Varney, was that his name? That was a magician that liked to disprove magicians. And I think that's who this guy is, like, modeling himself after.
Is everything okay, Jack?
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Where the hell's Zeke?
And we're back in 5, 4.
Oh my god.
You call yourself a parapsychologist. Exactly.
I
Does
call myself one because that's what I am, Jack. It so happens I have a PhD in the subject.
From the University of Hogwash, if I'm not mistaken.
To grasp the nature of the demon that lurks within her.
This is the demon Abraxas that the charming Mr. Diabo spoke of in your clips.
Thank you.
Big, new, scientific ideas are always greeted with some resistance. It's only the most close-minded that greet them with ridicule.
Oh my God, where she's looking.
So unnerving.
Yeah.
Woo.
Okay, well, girls gotta have a hobby, huh?
That dagger was recovered from the remains of the Diabo house.
Oh, I think they swapped it. Now it's a real dagger. It
Yeah.
was fake, I think.
If we accept the Gnostic interpretation, Abraxas is the consummate showman. He craves an audience. After all, his name is the source of the magician's favorite incantation.
Abracadabra.
Interesting.
God.
Didn't know there was an origin for that.
Me neither. And I'm still not convinced.
You have a name for this thing that lives inside of you.
I call him Mr. Wriggles.
Why do you call him that?
He kind of
Wriggles.
wriggles his way inside my head. June says that everyone has a demon inside them, but we can't always control them, can we?
Creepy.
It was feeding back through your PA system.
He's wrong, you know. It was Mr. Wriggles. He did it.
If you insist, little one.
Why must you be so condescending, Mr. Haig?
Good question. Let's go, Queen.
Mr. Wriggles is here in the studio with us right now. Be okay if we invited him on the show?
Can we? June, please.
Such a bad idea.
Someone already died, David Dastmalchian. Jack, don't do it.
Never let go, Jack.
The people have spoken.
Oh my God.
Please stay tuned for a live television first as we attempt to commune with the devil. But not before a word from our sponsor.
He's
Blue
so
Chew.
good. He's so good.
Oh my God.
That demon takes AG1 for sure.
I love this little girl.
Step lively, people. We have 2 minutes to prep the main stage. Checks on June and Lilly.
Where's the other dagger?
You ambushed me.
You didn't require
100%.
too much convincing, dearie. Bread and circuses.
You shut up. People like him wrong. This is your moment, June.
Did you hear anything I said back there? You know, for a talk show host, you're a terrible listener.
Most of them are.
First couple seasons, they're good. They get worse.
On stage, please.
Yeah.
Jack, can I get a minute?
I recognize the little girl.
If we manage to conjure Satan, I give you express permission to go right for that exit, okay? If Earth swallows us whole, I apologize in advance, okay?
What has gotten into you?
He doesn't believe in it.
All I'm trying to do is save our show, okay?
His motivation keeps
So,
switching.
enough with the sanctimonious crap.
Also, our view of him erodes as like we're exposed to. It's a really cool device.
It's that Mr. Wriggles, isn't it? He's behind this whole thing.
Mr. Wriggles. Iconic name.
And you need to keep this fire and brimstone bullshit to yourself, please, Gus.
You are not a bad man, Jack. You're not. And I am begging you to stop this before something terrible happens.
Why do they all of a sudden believe in it? That's interesting.
Is there a problem here?
You'd think they'd all be like,
Stand by,
no
everybody.
way.
I think he's the only real cynic. I think they have like a.
Yeah, but just think about a set. How many cynics would there be? Half of them at least, you know?
Maybe the guy dying though pushed him to like.
Good point.
Without further ado, Dr. June Ross Mitchell will commence the demonstration. And might I say, to you both, Godspeed.
More like devil speed, but I'm.
Thank you, Jack.
Oh, so creepy.
Whatever you might see or hear, I ask you all to remain calm. It's vital that Lily's focus remains with me.
I think it's been with you this whole hour.
I don't trust anybody right now.
Lily,
Except
to
for
me.
June. I trust June. No, Tara, yeah, not camera.
Close your eyes, Lily.
It's the first time she's shut her eyes at all.
So like bright blue intense.
And let yourself sleep. Relax.
Oh my God. How low is her head going?
Lily, can you hear me?
What is going to come out of there? This
I'm
is so
so
Samara. This is so
unprepared.
The Ring. Long hair.
I think it's gonna be a voice.
May I speak to the one you know as Mr. Wriggles?
Imagine being in this audience.
If Mr. Quiet. May I ask who is present now?
Everyone shut the fuck up.
How does she expect to do that for an audience? I mean, she did say she was worried about the audience.
Oh no. Oh no. What's the face?
It's such a voice. It's so good.
It's gonna whip up. Oh no.
Way more 70s exorcist-y.
No.
Who are these people?
The eyes are green now.
What have you done to me, Doctor?
We mean you no harm. We brought you into this realm to better understand your purpose.
My purpose? He's here, isn't he?
Her lover.
Yeah, he's gonna reveal it on air.
Yeah.
Good to see you again, Jack.
Sorry, I don't believe we've been acquainted.
Don't be a fool. We go way back. We met amongst the tall trees. Remember?
It's part of the cult.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happened to his last whore? She died an ugly, ugly death.
Lily, come back to me.
So now you can screw whoever you want, like Dr. June. Dr. June thinks you're very, very handsome.
That's enough.
It's cool they're layering the voices.
Mm-hmm. It's so disconcerting.
June went up the hill to fuck each other's brains out.
On TV then?
That's enough.
You can't hit a child, but you can hit the devil.
Lily?
No, it's not Lily.
No, Lily's playing sympathy.
Why would you hurt me like that, June? You know I can't help it.
I know. I never.
Whoa, that got me.
That was cool.
You are cursed by Anim and Antum, Bumum and Durum, the underworld and those who lie in it, that you shall not seize her.
So this has never happened before.
Yeah, she has all the power.
How could you let it happen?
Wingardium Leviosa.
They said, though, there was like a new set piece. Like, is this all engineered?
I'm so sorry. I never should have put you in that position. Okay.
That was...
What? What was it?
Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen anything like that?
I would like to point out a number of tricks employed by the so-called doctor.
And you'll get your turn card. Right now, some messages.
That was crazy.
Fantastic.
What were the parts that you were saying are AI?
Oh, the interstitials.
Where?
The Happy Halloween, the owl, the skeleton.
That's what people are mad at?
Yeah.
I think they look good.
I think they're very brief.
Yeah.
Phil, I'm sorry. Can we get a hand with these straps?
I got you.
June, come here.
Interstitial.
I knew that we were going to see something amazing tonight, but we got to get you guys back on as soon as possible. This could become like a regular spot.
Oh my God.
The tall trees. What did she mean by that?
I don't know. You tell me.
This isn't some kind of parlor trick, Jack.
I know that.
Do you know that?
I like that we don't know what he truly believes.
They're about to uncuff her, and she's the devil.
Yeah, that's why the black and white.
Sorry, kid. Look, I'm trying here.
Hey, Phil, it's okay. It's okay. I got this. Can I see that? Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Thank you, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's great. She's got it all. Send regards to Bonnie and the kids.
We'll have you back next
Okay,
year.
bye-bye.
This isn't about ratings anymore, Leo. This is sorcery.
This is sorcery, I tell you. Sorcery.
It's all smoke and mirrors, guys. Trust me.
Leo should have cut the whole show right after Christu died.
Bomb, you mean?
No,
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
puked his guts out on the way to Sinai.
2 minutes, everyone.
Like Cedar Sinai?
Yeah. Yeah, this is like Burbank, I think.
3 of the crew have just walked off. The Communications Commission have called
Pour it
an
up, pour it
emergency meeting at 7 a.m. He thinks it's the biggest TV event since the moon landing. Who was I to disagree?
He literally sold his soul for ratings. This is such a clever way to tell that metaphor.
Delroy interviewed that devil.
Well, it might not be the headline the Times run with, or the Post for that matter, but something in that vein. Oh, and Bedford also took quite a liking.
Did he say?
He did. That's an expression, I suppose.
Guess I don't have to kiss Cavendish's ass.
Cavendish? Screw Cavendish. After tonight, every Fortune 500 will be lining up to be a part of the resurrection of Jack Delroy.
Interesting choice of words.
It's like a bottle movie.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
That girl's voice.
I know. How did she do that?
And it was the devil's voice when they called her pretty.
I love that it's a talk show because everything's performative, so you don't know what his actual intentions are.
Yeah, the interstitials.
Like I learned an SAT word.
I know. Do I prefer artists working on things? Of course.
Like people get paid.
Yeah.
Before we continue, I'd like to apologize to anyone who may have been upset or offended by what you saw before the break. It's not every day that you see a demonic possession on live television.
No, it's not.
And do you have any recollection of what just happened?
It's hard to explain. It's like I'm asleep, but I'm awake at the same time. I just try to focus on June's voice.
All right, enough with all this subterfuge.
Before I became her guardian, Lilly lived in the cruelest conditions imaginable. Yes, I treated her, but I also gave her two things I'm sure you're just as skeptical of.
Love.
Love and compassion.
I could have gone there.
I can assure you all, she has been placed in a hypnotic state, then manipulated by the good doctor to perform her bit.
Hypnosis, then how do you explain the physical transformations with her skin? The voice changed, there was banging.
Levitating.
Granted, the stagecraft was impeccable.
I think that you are just a self-righteous, cold-hearted curmudgeon who's trying to weasel his way out of parting with $500,000.
If you'll allow me, Jack, I'd like to prove my thesis beyond a shadow of doubt.
Be my guest.
He is your guest. That's how this works.
Quite literally.
I'll need a volunteer. Thank you, Gus.
Oh.
Yes, if you'll join me center stage. Could I have those chairs?
He's going to try to levitate.
Mm-hmm.
Gus!
Poor guy.
He's been such a good sidekick.
If he doesn't make it out alive, it's going to be a bummer.
Could I just have the lights dimmed, please?
Oh.
Okay, Gus, are we feeling comfortable? Sure.
No.
Everyone here in the studio and you at home are all feeling comfortable too.
The use of looking down the lens is fantastic.
Something here that I want you all to look at.
Don't look away. Very cool.
I will now ask you all to stare into my watch.
Remember, group hypnosis was his thing?
Yeah, I'm wondering how that affects.
Watch carefully.
He's going to try to hypnotize even the people at home, like us.
Yeah, us.
And round it goes.
Punch! You're not Tara.
If I hadn't seen you move, you might have got me, but I saw you reach.
It's so hard and cumbersome, bro. This new pillow's tough.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Good.
Are you hypnotized, Coy?
Totally. Yeah. I think I saw a frame of something, though.
Your morbid fear of worms.
How do you know about that?
What is it about them that so unsettles you?
Isn't it obvious? They're such ugly, slimy things. No arms, no legs, no eyes.
No shoulders.
And they seem to thrive wherever it's dark and moist. The soil, the mud, the human body even.
Disgusting.
Do you realize that you are now deep in a trance?
No, sir, I do not.
He is the most punchable character.
It's very good.
And when I click my fingers, you will be entirely under my command.
Look, this is silly. I don't think it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
The crowd's smoking.
You don't feel any different?
No.
I'm wondering, though, if he's the devil trying to disprove devilry.
Could be. I was thinking that too earlier. Like
the red jacket.
Here's how he knows it's all false because he's the one.
Jeez, it's hot in here.
How many layers is he going to take off?
Your neck, it's bleeding.
I did nick myself shaving earlier. Jeez. What is that?
They're worms?
Yeah.
Feel them, they're inside me.
Good job, practicals. Snap and nothing's wrong.
Oh, is Lilly doing it?
Oh.
Is she controlling? Was he hypnotized? What's happening?
This wasn't meant to happen.
Oh. Good. TV will love this.
Dreamer, here.
Awake!
Because we were all hypnotized.
Jeez, when did that happen?
And she was like, why is Gus acting so silly?
You mean you have no idea there were worms all over you?
Oh, God, I hope not. I hate worms.
What the hell just happened?
The exact same thing June did, just with a tad more imagination. Now would be the appropriate time to applaud.
I mean, that was crazy.
It was great work.
You're saying you just hypnotized all of us?
I'm pretty sure I had most of you here in the studio, and no doubt a number of our viewers at home.
Us.
Can you get the guys up in videotape to play back that last bit?
Bravo. Yes, let's do that. Best idea you've had all night, Jack.
They're queuing it up now.
Hear that? Ghostly sounds, anguished moaning from beyond.
That is not the way I remember.
Yeah, me neither.
Feels like something's crawling under your skin.
It's hot in here.
Magicians be crazy.
Skin's getting itchy.
Your neck, it's bleeding.
I did cut myself shaving earlier.
What is that? Worms.
Jesus Christ!
Dozens of them, hundreds of them. Now just stay calm, Gus.
No.
I love that Lilly wasn't phased.
Stop there.
I've never been so embarrassed.
Oh, poor guy.
Anyone who did not see the worms the first time around? One? You did? Okay. Aside from a couple of people in the audience, it looks like you have made fools of us all once again, Car.
All in a day's work.
I did not hypnotize Lilly or the studio audience or the viewers at home.
You've been caught dead to rights.
If Mr. Haig thinks we're playing a trick on everyone, then maybe we should look back at that part of the show too, Jack.
Yup.
You don't think the television cameras lie, do you, Mr. Haig?
No, of course not.
Oh no, Lily hasn't seen this.
I'm sorry, we can no longer take any part in any of this. Lilly, we're leaving.
But we want everyone to know the truth.
Her eyes are green.
Okay, we could start it. Yeah, right there.
You know who I am, Doctor.
You say cameras don't lie, right, Car?
There must be some rational explanation. My IFSIP team may need to take these tapes in for forensic examination.
Oh.
Good to see you again, Jack.
Sorry, I don't believe we've been acquainted.
Don't be a fool.
Did you see that? I'm sorry, can you stop it? Okay, freeze it there.
That's just a glitch, Jack.
No, it's something else.
The sky? What an interesting tactic. Whoa.
It is you. You set the whole thing up.
Oh my God.
You conspire with Chris to have him reach your dead wife, throw in a few Grand Guignol theatrics with these two, and then top it all off with some clever videotape manipulation. It's genius, Jack. Genius.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
The encore is quite unnecessary.
I love how he doesn't care. He just likes Thanos' wife.
Get some help here.
Now!
So was Minnie protecting him by standing by him?
Maybe, like looking over him?
She did seem like white like Ghost, but white like Angel.
Mm.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Poor thing. I knew that cross was coming.
Oh!
Remember when he said, I want to make my head spin?
Yeah. I don't think anybody makes it because we're watching the footage of it.
Oh, bummer.
Woo!
Oh, the money. This is a good way to shoot it. So I'm sure they saved a little bit of money here because we're watching the footage. It's like,
well, yeah, I've been watching footage the whole time.
Yeah, but they can make it all glitchy and.
Producer saving his lead. Get out of there.
Oh,
cool. That was awesome.
Yes, for sure. Station difficulties.
I like the live feed static, like manipulating. That was cool. I wonder how long it was there.
Mr. Midnight, Jack Delroy.
What do you think's happening right now?
Credits.
Come on in, Jack.
How did I get here?
The same way you always get here, Jack. Straight down 5th and right on 47th.
It was all a dream. I used to read.
Word Up magazine?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Trying to make a play on this, though.
Oh, right.
Used to host Night Owl. Oh. Is he in hell now?
I don't know.
Camera 2. What's up with camera 2?
Sick of that crowd, stuck in the cave all day, cooking your saber-tooth stew.
What's going on?
Don't think that's the line we rehearsed.
Imagine if Cleo's doing all this because she's pissed she hasn't been invited.
Jack?
Now, I brought something really special for you today. Jack, here she is.
I love that he's trapped in a Clips episode of his life.
Relax. Jack, she's perfectly harmless.
No.
Jack and I first met when I was doing Calcutta. I should have seen him blush when he came backstage and was confronted with all those naked bodies.
Oh, that shadow work was cool.
Is that another thing you've managed to forget?
You're dead.
Brain malfunctioning.
Where is this going? I'm so intrigued.
I don't know.
Okay, Penelope, now give the Wheel of Wonder a big spin. Just remember to let go. Last week we had a lady go round for hours and hours. Spin the wheel!
Hypnotize us.
Turn off your TV set.
What's he saying?
Turn off your TVs.
His whole time he's just wanting more viewership, and now he's saying, stop watching.
Welcome to the family, Jack.
Jack, congratulations on your ratings win. What did you have to sacrifice?
Jack Delroy's greatest sacrifice is yet to come.
This is what happens when you join a cult, kids. Not that it's your fault. I've watched enough cult things to know it's not many of your faults. They prey on people.
Impressionable folk.
It's messed up, Coy. The whole thing's messed up.
Yeah, cult's not great.
No.
Don't recommend.
Just saying, we love you, ex-cult people. You had to work really hard to get out.
Great show tonight, Jack.
Come on, Jack, you can do it.
At least a 40 share. Maybe even a 50.
That skeleton person behind him.
Oh, yeah, he's back.
The wise one.
Yeah, there's been owl imagery throughout.
Now drink up, Jack.
You think he did this before his wife died when it said like she unexpectedly and she'd never been a smoker? You think the sacrifice was that he did?
He's
he
willing
wanted
to
the ratings
sacrifice
to
her.
kill his wife, and he killed his wife, sacrificed everything.
Yeah, I wonder if he made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Like the metaphor.
Exactly,
like,
yeah. I think I just clocked this whole movie. Not the point, but it's a nice bedroom. I like the curtains.
There you are.
It looks like it's set too, which is clever.
I was worried they wouldn't let you see me. They told you you could have it all. Be number one. Well, you finally made it, darling. But you had to pay a price.
Yeah. Called that ish.
I never thought that they...
He's too selfish for his own soul. He sacrificed her.
Your soul belonged to them. It still does.
Wasn't supposed to turn out this way. You have to believe me.
You're own now, Jack.
I love you.
Not enough.
Then please do this one last thing for me.
Oh my God, is he gonna kill her?
Pain, please, please. You know what to do.
This is why we need compassionate deaths in the United States.
Not sacrificial blades. Now it's a human sacrifice. Oh!
He killed everybody?
But did he get hypnotized into killing his child and everyone else?
Awake.
And did everybody watch it?
Dreamer here, awake.
Is he saying dream or
Dreamer,
hear?
you're awake.
I'm hearing dream or hear awake.
Dreamer here.
Dream or hear awake. He doesn't know the difference. Wait, I want to see the credits.
Wow. Oh, that was great.
All right, I'll admit it, and maybe you guys have noticed. During the holidays, I let myself go a little bit. I put on some weight, and for the past 10 days, I have successfully been in a caloric deficit. This whole new eating regimen, so staying extra hydrated has been quite crucial for me lately. So while I've been drinking tons of water, I've also been incorporating today's sponsor, again, a product I have already been using since before we partnered with them, Liquid IV. So here's why I've been leaning on their sugar-free hydration multiplier. One stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. It's powered by their LIV Hydra Science formula, which delivers 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drinks, packed with essential vitamins like B12 and vitamin C, giving me that extra boost to support recovery and energy levels. And the flavors, honestly, they're incredible. Sometimes I just mix them with my protein shakes, or I just drink them on their own. Every one I've tried is refreshing, smooth, and doesn't have that overly sweet aftertaste you get with some other products. All in all, I'm very grateful for Liquid IV. Again, I've already been using their product. While this is, yes, an agreed upon endorsement, I was like, well, it's a no-brainer to endorse them, considering how much benefits I feel when I use their product. It's made staying hydrated so much easier. So whether you're working out or cutting calories or just pushing through a busy day and don't want to take caffeine, it's one of the quickest, simplest ways to give your body what it needs to feel its best. So like, even if you're not on a strict diet or intense workout plan, staying properly hydrated supports energy levels, focus, and just overall wellness. I mean, let's face it, we could all use a little bit more balance in our lives. So if you've been thinking about trying it, or even if you haven't, take this as a sign. The fact that you made it this far, take it as a sign. Head to liquidiv.com and use code REJECTS for 20% off your first order. That's 20% off when you use code REJECTS at liquidiv.com. Give it a try. It made such a difference for me, and I think it will for you too. Thank you again, Liquid IV. Reject Nation, how are you feeling? I've been thinking a lot about feelings lately, maybe because it's New Year's, and New Year's resolutions, they can be tough to stick to, don't you know? I can't count how many times I've set a goal only to let it fizzle out by February. But what if some of those goals could be made automatic? You just need a good transition to talk about it. And you know what? I'm excited to talk about it. It's today's sponsor, Acorns. Why I'm excited? Because I personally use Acorns myself, so it's exciting just to share it with all of you. Because they make it incredibly easy to start automatically saving and investing so your money has a chance to grow. You know, you've always heard that forever. Have your money work for you, and this is a great opportunity to do it. Here's what was told to me before I signed up, and I found it to be absolutely true. Number one, you don't need to be an expert. They recommend a diverse portfolio that fits your goals. You don't need a ton of money. You can start investing with as little as $5 or whatever spare change you got, and it's quick. You can set up your account and start investing in like 5 minutes. Because if you're anything like me, investing always felt intimidating. It felt like it was exclusive for like the people who read Rich Dad Poor Dad when they were like 2 years old. But Acorns, they made it simple, and it is pretty cool, like relief feeling how every month I get to check out my Acorns account, watch it grow for a better financial future. It's pretty awesome. So I've seen firsthand how powerful it can be. And there's also another reject here. Won't say who it is, but it's one of the two women. Good clue. Where they were telling me a story before I signed up for Acorns, how one time it actually got them out of a very big financial bind. And that always stuck with me because it's a reminder that small actions we take today can make a huge difference down the line. If you've been thinking about getting started with investing, or you just know you got to get it going, here's your sign right now. You head to acorns.com/rejects or download the Acorns app to start saving and investing for your future today. Once again, acorns.com/rejects. Supporting them supports the channel, but more importantly, it supports your bank account. Because of the subject matter, there's one thing I got to say. Paid no client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisor LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/rejects. Thank you again, Acorns, for sponsoring this video.
Dream or hear awake. Dream or hear awake.
I was hearing dream or you're awake, which I thought was what she was saying, or the hypnotist was saying.
No, I think I don't know. I heard dream or hear awake.
Man, that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
I like that movie.
That was cool.
I got really like uncomfortable for the last bit where I was thinking about like reality in the film, and also like in your reality, like how do you like anchor yourself? Like it was really cool because it made me get out of my own like moment of being on camera and lights and be like, how would I try to figure out what's happening in this moment?
Completely. I feel like the film nerd in me kind of comes out in this because it's such a smart way to tell this story where the filmmakers are like, all right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to build one set.
Yeah.
But the set's going to be awesome. It's going to be something you can look at for 90 minutes and not get sick of. Like that Aviator Nation 70s vibe of the rainbow behind. And they're like, okay, we're not going to have many characters, but the characters we have, you guys are going to know a lot about them and what makes them tick and where they stand and what their motivations are.
And immediately endear us to them through that opening montage.
Right.
Like they used familiar tropes to make us like feel like we were watching like
his
a
wife's
VH1.
dead.
Yeah.
This guy's a talented host and his wife is dead and he's not doing as well as he thought he would be. He's falling behind in the ratings. And we're like, oh.
What a guy.
We're
We've
like,
been there.
that's us. Yeah.
Who doesn't have ambition to be doing more?
Right. So I just feel like for the story they wanted to tell, and which is a sell your soul to the devil story, and maybe sometimes you can get everything you want, but sometimes you can't, and sometimes you have to make sacrifices, and what are those sacrifices going to be for that story to tell it this way? They did a really great job. I'm curious the budget of this movie. I'm gonna look.
I don't think it was high. I mean, especially with all those different like creators and stuff. The thing that's on right now is super distracting.
Yeah, very. Cube 2 is playing.
And it's
I didn't even know there was a Cube 1.
Well, Cube 2, very distracting eyeballs. I was really impressed at the fourth wall usage of the eye line to camera. Like that was always so incredible how you would be disconcerted, you would question what was happening, and all the while using the set as a set and then making you as the viewer question what the reality in canon was. Like the whole time I didn't know what was real. And then the ending being hypnosis and actual demonic possession and all that stuff. Since you're watching it through a lens the whole time, it stays through a lens.
It did help that they changed the camera angles, changed the type of camera they were using, and switched to black and white at times.
Mm-hmm.
That really did help. Why can't I find this
I think
movie?
it kept you disoriented too by always changing the framing, the type of film.
This movie came out last year.
Oh, it's 2023.
Yeah, this was 2023.
Huh.
I'm going to try to find the budget on this because this feels like something that they really were like, let's work within these walls.
Mhm.
And then sometimes when you do that, it really helps a movie kick ass.
Well, I was also thinking with the 6 or 7 production companies at the beginning, it feels like something they were fighting to get made. A bunch of people teamed up to get it made. I mean, like, I love that it wasn't a lot of actors.
Totally.
Like, we know. It made it more immersive that I didn't go like, oh, the guy from that thing. Like, other than David, I don't think I recognized any of the other actors in this.
Late Night with the Devil breaks streaming service record as low budget horror finds audience. And then says in parentheses, no, it's not based on a true story, which is iconic because
The Blair Witch thing, I love that.
So many people must have looked that up.
They did such a good job putting you like I remember Rob Zombie albums. They used to have like his House of 1,000 Corpses had news people as voiceover, like describing the scenes of crimes. And for years, I thought that was actually like clips from the news because I just bought it. I think if I was younger, I would have been like, oh, this is based off that thing. And like someone reciting something, the feel of the opening, all of it felt so immersive.
This says that it premiered at South by Southwest. And it says that it was set in the 70s and just spent just $150,000 for visual effects. It doesn't give me the budget, but that for visual effects, which is crazy considering what these were. And its low spend and relatively tight filming schedule does not seem to hamper the movie's reception. At the time of this, it had a 97% on critics rating on Rotten Tomatoes and was the best reviewed horror film of that year at the time that this came out. Wow, that's incredible. Incredible. Yeah, they did such a great job. It's like they made so much money because that's what happens when you really tighten things up. Just, it's like, it's hard to even not watch this as an appreciator film. Yes, but as somebody in the industry like you, Coy, my mind was just spinning like, wow, this is so smart. What they're doing is so smart. How they're doing this is so smart. These actors are really good. They're not costing you $1 bajillion. Okay, do you want some trivia for me?
Give me some trivia.
All right. Guess what?
What? Tune into The Fly.
The Carmichael character is very clearly based, including physically, on the real-life James Randi.
Oh, I was close. I said Jim Varney. I meant James Randi. I was close to both names.
Randi was a talented magician who became a famous psychic debunker, and he started an institute that offered a large reward to anyone that could produce their supposed paranormal powers and control conditions. Over decades, nobody was able to win the money. I can read.
Did you have totally. Guess what? You can read. Did you have a magic phase growing up?
I can make balloon animals pretty well.
Okay.
So that's not a magic phase.
No, it's not, but I like your leap.
No, just like you think about clowns and magicians and party tricks and stuff.
But I mean, like, did you watch all those Fox shows where it was like David Blaine or like I'm the guy with the mask?
So once I could do that, the balloon animals, I decided I wanted to do some stuff. So I went to the store that had a bunch of card tricks.
Okay.
And there was a guy there that would teach you if you stayed long enough in Quincy Market. And so I would get my balloons and then I would stay to learn something. And then we would go get the balloons and stay to learn something. This is before like Amazon or anything.
That's great.
That's where we would get my balloons. So that's how I would learn things. So I learned a couple like cheapo card tricks. I was never very good at it, but I was really curious about it because he was so good. So I definitely had a magic love, but not, I don't know the big magicians as well. Like the people who love David Blaine are obsessed with him, I feel.
Yeah.
So no. How about you?
I watched all this. Like Fox used to have like a show like disproving magic, or like there was this guy.
Who was it? Who did it?
He was inspired by James Randi. I think I was okay. So I lived in upstate New York from the age of 5 to 8. And that would put it.
What happened?
Well, no, I think from 5 to 8. So
what happened that you lived in upstate New York?
Oh, my family just moved for work, so I lived up there for a tiny bit for 3 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
It was cold. Rochester brisk. But in that time, I'm pretty sure I saw James Randi. I think I went to like one of those things because I think my dad was into it. Yeah.
That's cool.
And that's why I knew, I'm like, this guy feels familiar. But I would have been under 8, so it was like such a deep recess in my memory.
Yeah.
I was like,
you
why
have
is
some
this?
deep cuts, so you always do. I was like, at one point during this, I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And I watched Conjuring. Like
The people that The Conjuring is
once
based
you
off
said
of.
it, I understood what you were talking about. But I was like, oh. But when you say it, you say things so like succinctly, as opposed to me, who strings
you get
together.
there?
Who bobs and weaves.
Because I was so impressed at the
so I just
blending
go,
real magic.
What are you talking about?
Because the show.
Because I didn't catch the names.
Oh, right.
I heard it, but I didn't
process yet.
it.
By the time I was like, oh, that's so smart.
I was like, what?
Because I think playing with metaphysics and playing with the supernatural is really smart to blend in not only believers, but also people that I think that those people genuinely thought some of their cases were real.
Yeah.
And I do think there were, like the Amityville Horror, I don't know what the house's problem is, but like that's an iconic spiritual supernatural thing. So making a movie that questions reality, I think is really smart to use the names of the real people and the Amityville Horror House and make it so you're like, wait, I know these stories. This is true.
Just so you know, the other day I was talking to Greg and he said to me something about The Conjuring. And I said, oh, I've never seen that movie. And he said, you literally reviewed it for the channel.
This is why it takes you a minute to process, because sometimes you forget entire movies.
It's because I watch 150 TV shows a year.
Yeah, I can't do that.
So things just
I think I watch like 10 shows a year and like 200 movies a year.
All right, let's keep seeing. I'm not reading these in advance, so let's see what they say. I just see our homie David's name in here. So actor David Dastmalchian was cast in the lead role in film's central character, Jack Delroy, after the film's directors read an article by him about regional horror TV hosts, which he had written for Fangoria magazine. That's so cool. Co-director Colin Cairnes said in an interview with the film's 2 directors published in the magazine, quote, well, I mean, other than sure just recognizing his awesome work in all the films he's been in, but then I opened up he called it Fango. That's so great.
Cute.
One day and read an article by David on regional horror hosts, and reading that and knowing his work, I just thought this is going to be a really good fit. Obviously, our hero Jack is a TV host, so it felt like there would be some affinity there. That's so cool. I didn't know David wrote that. That's great.
Fun fact.
You knew it?
I did. So
damn you. I thought I was telling you something cool.
Fun fact, the artist we saw when I was like, Lucas Kettner, the artist that did that illustrated piece earlier in the film, David Dastmalchian's got a comic book called Count Crowley and the Mediocre. So there's 3 different volumes, but they're all Count Crowley. And then there's a Monster Hunter element, but it starts with amateur Midnight Monster Hunter, mediocre Midnight Monster Hunter, and like the Monster Hunter that's the lead gets better at monster hunting, so it changes by the volume, which
That's very cool.
But they're a talk show host, like imagine Tales from the Crypt meets Goosebumps. So this person is like an alcoholic, wants a job, becomes a CCTV monster hunter, and then finds out monsters are real. But since she has the job of this Tales from the Crypt thing, falls into the world of actually being a monster hunter. So he's obsessed with the Universal monster movies, things like this, but also he loves talk show. David is.
Yeah.
So David wrote this comic, and then this movie came after. So like David's been writing this comic for, that's one of the
cool.
reasons he and I became like close, is because I really loved his book, and I was like, you're not just playing comic heroes, like you are a nerd. Like he's in Ant-Man, he's in Dark Knight, he's in all these things, but he actually like picks up comics. Like David and I always talk about the actual weekly comics. No one reads the comics every week like me and him and David Lindelof. He wanted to write one, but he did it off what he knows. So this movie felt like
not
fulfilling.
No one, Coy.
There's very few compared to movies.
Talk to DJ.
The market's like this big compared to movies.
There's some of you guys. No, it is very cool, and
I'm
he
just
is
looking
nerdy.
at the scale.
I told you this before, but David and I were in a movie together, Madness in the Method, and I also interviewed him for Collider, and we have some mutual friends, and like I've never heard one bad thing about the dude.
Me either.
Never from anybody, not once. So it's really cool to see, and I'm sure that he kept the set. He's the biggest star in the movie. He's the biggest star on the set. I'm sure he kept it like a really great place to work too, and that's what you want in your leading man.
Absolute angel of a dude.
This is kind of cool for him. Famed horror novelist, I love the intro to Stephen King, has praised the movie. He said, I got a screener. It's absolutely brilliant. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Your results may vary, as they say, but I urge you to watch it when you can. Imagine Stephen King saying that about your movie.
It's coming out with the results may vary, but it was my jam.
That's so good.
I definitely didn't feel at any point the urge to check my phone. I didn't feel my usual compulsion of like, what do I have next? Like I was wrapped.
Wait, this is a good one too. The movie made this is a money sign, 666,666, so $666,666 on Sunday, March 24th, 2024 at the box office, according to the distributor. Oh my God, the devil.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
In
Good for
all
them.
likelihood, it wasn't a coincidence, as box office figures can be manipulated by around 5% by the distributor to compensate for receipts not tracked by Rentrack. But that's still cool. I mean, it was within 5%. That's great. I love that. Wow, this is a theatrical debut for the girl who played Lilly.
She was great.
Why did I feel like
Maybe
I
she's on a show?
recognized her though? Yeah,
Because you watch 120 shows a year?
Anytime I see anybody, I'm like, I know that person, and then it's like
From
a
the
deep cut.
TV.
So her name is Ingrid Torelli. We're definitely going to be seeing her more. And
She was terrifying.
What have I seen her in since? She was in another. Oh, she was in a show called 5 Bedrooms. She was in 10 episodes of it. I don't actually know this show, but I really feel like I swear that I saw her. I guess I didn't. Maybe it was a nightmare.
Maybe she looked into your soul through the fourth wall lens.
Yeah, she was
really
good. She was really good. Her eyes were creepy.
Yeah,
like that Anya Taylor-Joy face.
I love that everyone was just a little disconcerting, and we got to know them a little bit more, and we trusted them less every time we learned something.
Especially him.
The
only one I trusted more and more was
Gus.
Yeah.
The Andy Richter role was so good. Like, that was so solid.
And then even June I had issues with, because June's like, she's my family. And I'm like, then why'd you do this?
And she was shifting away from her. And I was like, all the body language was really well done. All of the, like, do I trust this character? Who's my eye line? Who do I trust? What's going on? That added to the unreality of, like, what is this world? What are we doing? Where am I? Who am I? And by the end, like, the sound design was so uncomfortable. I got, like, palm sweaty. I definitely was like, I don't like how I feel, but the movie's exceptional. I definitely am going to have that weird, like, feeling in my bones, like talked about. Movies just stick in me. And, like, that one was so disconcerting.
Yeah, it was definitely creepy. And you're waiting for it. And, like, there's nothing to distract you, really.
Which is a bare bones set was also good for.
Yeah, totally. We're not location just jumping around. We're not just storyline, B story, C story. Like this
One
was like,
story, and then the audience is so like uniformly bland, other than a couple people you've met. It did a good job making it so you're just in the story.
Yeah, very cool. Very good job.
Well, that was Late Night with the Devil. It was an experience. I'm so glad I saw it. I had high expectations because I heard it was amazing.
But are you glad you saw it with me?
Yeah, we survived it.
Oh yeah.
Guess what? It was great. It's not our last. We got 2 now to prove we can do this. We got 2. Let us watch The Instigators. Casey Affleck, Matt Damon, Apple Plus.
Is that the one we're pushing for? Because I'll push for
I'm just saying a Boston show. Can you think, and I've been thinking, I can't think of a single Boston-based like movie that I haven't seen. And I know there's not like thousands like New York, but I think I've really watched every Boston major movie.
I
like
gotta think
one
about
we
it.
can react to.
Let's Google it after.
Okay, because like it's.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't.
Off the top of my head, I can't.
That's the only reason I'm pushing for the show, because we haven't seen it because it doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
But let us know in the comments what you'd like us to watch. Actually, let us know in the comments if there's any Boston movie you think we haven't seen, because that would be impressive. Considering like I've given 25 movies ever 5 stars, and 3 of them are Boston based.
What are they?
The Town, The Departed,
Goodwill.
All 3 5-star films. Much love, Reject Nation. Leave a comment below. Let us know your favorite Boston movie, your favorite horror movie, what you thought of this experience, what you thought of Late Night with the Devil. And most of all, after watching this, check out Count Crowley, Amateur Monster Hunter, then pick up Mediocre Monster Hunter, because he is a fantastic comic writer and Lucas Kettner's a great artist. That's going to do it. Say bye, Roxy.
Bye, Roxy.
Bye, Roxy.